I'm going to show you my mod list on City Skylines. This video will be in chapters so that you can easily switch through the whole video. And right down there will also be links. This is our beautiful modded city. So the first mod that I'm going to show you guys is the roundabout builder. And this is one roundabout, for example, that I've made with the roundabout builder. So I go to roads. Right behind roads on the parallel road tool, and right behind the toggle zoning is also mods. So yeah, right behind that is the roundabout builder, and you will see that you now get this one in the screen. Most of the time you can place this anywhere you will like. So most of the time this is on my left screen, so that it's not in the middle. But now I've placed it in the middle so that you can see what I actually mean. So this is the roundabout builder. And right as I click on the question mark, it will state roundabout builder release 1.9.7 by Strat open in the Steam workshop. So I can set my 2-lane road or highways overall. So yeah, it can be around anything. Highway barrier connection, this 3-lane road, just anything. Now you have the radius. And my radius is set on 40. Radius means on how big the roundabout is going to be. And if I set it on a junction like this one, then you will see that the radius is just this big. If I place this, it will now be on elevation 0. So that means that it will now be placed exactly aligned with the ground level. If I set it on 10, then it will be 10 meters above the ground level. So you will see it's now above ground level. So the black line is the ground level and the red line is the higher level, the elevation level. You now have level terrain set up with the TMP and keep open. Keep open is to keep open the tab after you build the roundabout. The level terrain, you know this now. And the setup with TMPE. You can do this, enter junction, allow vehicles on the roundabout to enter blocked junction, allow vehicles entering the roundabout to enter blocked junction. It's just something like the traffic manager. This is how you can set up your roundabout right after you download. Right after you made it, you can set up the roundabout with the TMPE. So this was the first mod. Now on to the second mod, and that is the treebrush. So this is the treebrush right on the bottom of the screen, on the right side. You will have Force Brush Revisited, the V1.4.10. I use this one. It will be linked down below. You see all of those trees. I didn't place them by hand. I just used the tree brush. And the tree brush, what it does really is just place some trees down. Just what you want. And you can expand the brush or you can make it smaller. Anything you would like, basically. And with the left mouse click you will place them, and with the right mouse click you will delete them. So yeah, that's basically how the tree brush works. I use this quite a lot. As you can see, it gives a more natural and realistic look. So the third mod is Unified. And Unified has a lot of things for me. And on the middle of the screen where I place it now, that is Unified. Unified is UI. Unified UI. This has the forest brush again. If you don't know where it's placed on the bottom of the screen, you can actually have it on here as well. It's actually really useful because Unified is actually a bar that collects a lot of mods that you use and just put it in one bar. And you know where the bar is placed. If you click on UI, the bar will be shown. And right now, this is how the Unified works. For me, this is forest brush. Then we have game anarchy. So game anarchy is another mod, and I will talk about it. But this is just unified, so you can click on anything. So the next mod is the unlimited money. And if you see on the bottom of the screen, you'll see that the bank balance is on unlimited money. And this is actually a mod. Yes, it is actually a mod. And you can just go to this Steam Workshop and just install the unlimited money mod. But you can also go to unified, and for me this is the game anarchy. So economy. So remove not enough money limitation. When money anarchy or unlimited money is enabled, this option is enabled automatically. So if it is not the case, you can just enable it here. The game anarchy. And yes, the game anarchy is a sort of type mod, but the game anarchy will just place unique buildings without any limit. The surface is the remove pollution, so remove noise pollution. City surface options, remove dead citizens and maximize death care coverage. You can also do these things, yeah. Fire control, put out burnt buildings, maximize fire coverage, remove player building fire, and all those sorts of things. You can remove buildings without even bulldozing them. That sounds easy, right? So the buildings spread fire, probably non-spread of fire. You can enable this and you can disable this. The next mod is the pedestrian bridge, and the pedestrian bridge is really useful. As you can see here, I have a really big roundabout, but no pedestrian overpass. Well, I do have these here, but I don't want people to overpass on the actual road. And I want to have people come over this pedestrian bridge. And I've placed them all around my city. Right here as well. So that people have an overpass on top of the road and not over the road. The roundabout styles can be in a star or in a roundabout. Elevation can be on anything. 30 meters, 3 meters. It needs to be 3 meters, otherwise it will not be high enough for people to cross over for the road. And you can also do a tunnel. Then it will be an elevation of 12 and slope even. Yeah. Right after this mod we have the intersection marking tool. And the intersection marking tool does not come with the game, it is a mod. So if I have this placed right here, you can see that this will be split up in just 3 roads, and there aren't any lines for this. So what I'm going to do, and I'm going to use the marking tool, is just put lines. So from here to there, it needs to have a line. And I don't want to have a dotted line, so I just looking for a normal line. So style is now dashed, and I don't want to do that. I want to have a solid line. Now you'll see it is a solid line. And if I click on this dot to this dot, and I want to have a solid line as well. So this will make your city much more realistic. Solid, please. So this will make your city much more realistic. So you can also put a line on these ones as well. So that this is the normal line they go over, and you can switch to the right to make it more realistic. You can do it on the other side as well, but this is the way the intersection mark tool works. So you have a lot of marking tools. So the next mod that is here is when you go to all spaces, to all of the lots that you can buy, and that is on this earthy globe thing like areas, it's right here, you can here see that I've bought all the spaces that is available. Well, you do this with a mod. In the base game, you really cannot buy every lot that there is available in the game. The game wants you to play a little bit with more of challenge and with more people on smaller spaces, and just to create your own little city. Well, I want to have all the lots because you have all of this space and you can't use it because the game tells you not to buy it. So I basically installed a mod, and that is all spaces unlockable. Yes, that's right. There is a mod out there that you can all buy these spaces for this really nice square of a city that you can have. So your city can actually grow really big. Well, so this was on the Steam Workshop, and you can actually download this to create a whole bigger city with all of these lots. These are all the mods that I have been using in my cities. There are probably a lot more mods out there. Maybe I'm not familiar with them, but if you have a certain mod that you don't know a whole lot about, let me know in the comments, or you want to know more about something else, just let me know about these mods, and then I can actually help you get better with these mods or explain it more to you guys. So yeah, I hope you find this video really useful.